Hey guys, it's Gameface and welcome back to episode 30 of my Dortmund career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be getting through some more games as we kind of get towards the end of November and into December hopefully. So the first match is against Wolfsburg. That is then followed by two other matches which hopefully we can get through, but it might just be the two games in today's episode. We'll have to wait and see. The next match after that is against Atletico Madrid in the group stage. For obviously, I think the decider as to who finishes top of the group, I'd imagine. So yeah, we've got this game first of all against Wolfsburg. 3 days later, we're going to have to play on a Tuesday in the Champions Cup. So we're obviously having to bear that in mind with our team selection. I'm going to be playing 5 at the back. I might take a quick look at some of the other players that I'm playing in today's match. I might decide to actually rest some for the Champions League game now. A few little tweaks to the side that I was going to put out originally. I've decided to go with the 5 at the back like I said before, so kind of like a 5-3-2 type formation. Donnarumma's going to start in goal, Sewell, Tar and Brooks as my 3 centre-backs. Aurier is my right back, Guerrero is my left back. Then we've got in front of that Rhodes, Sanchez, Castro in midfield with Royce and Iheanacho playing up front. That's the bench I've gone with, quite a strong bench. If we need the players to come on, then also we can do. Before we get on to this game against Wolfsburg, if we could go ahead and hit 40 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate all the support on these videos, but we still have like 80% of the viewership across the board not subscribed to the channel. So if we could go hit the subscribe button, I would really appreciate that. YouTube have also been unsubbing some people recently as well on all channels. So just check to make sure you are subscribed still. And yeah, let's crack on with today's match. Hopefully get ourselves the 3 points that we need to put us back in there in contention with the top spot. Here we go, a slightly different formation to usual. I was tempted to go 3 at the back, but I didn't want to risk it against a side like Wolfsburg. I know they're not doing particularly well in real life, but certainly they still do have a very good team. So we're going to have to be wary of that. I decided to go 5 at the back. Maybe a little bit negative, but we are going to give it a go. It can always be changed if we do need to do that. But yeah, I thought that's kind of the best option for us at the moment. I was trying to find a way of fitting 2 strikers up front while still having a good balance in the team. Hopefully this is the right thing to do. We've already got Aurier getting forward nicely here. Royce a bit too close. We need a crossing option if we can. Maybe a chance now for Aubameyang. Oh, it falls for him nicely. In fact, sorry, it's not Aubameyang, it's Iheanacho. I forgot I changed around the team, didn't I? It was Iheanacho with a header there. That just goes past the post. Out for a corner. Royce. Come on, pick someone out. No, it's straight out. Sanchez going to set Royce off if he can. He's through here. Royce, he doesn't have anybody else to beat, surely. Going to try and finish it off. It's saved by the goalkeeper. He couldn't create the angle. He couldn't get away from that last defender playing as the right back for them. Disappointing show of pace there from Royce. Iheanacho looking for Royce. Oh, shoved off the ball far too easily there. And he tries to do the same thing. He falls over and wins a free kick for his team. Sounds about right. Half time, 0-0. Very disappointing when we've got into the box. Really poor at times. But, you know, it's not been terrible. We certainly deserve to win. You know, we really do deserve to be winning. They've not done much at all, Wolfsburg. So it's a poor performance, but it's a performance where we should be in the lead. Ball through to Sanchez. Needs to really try and get this one in the box if he can. Across to Iheanacho. What a save that is. Oh my god. If you can't score that, you can't score at all. Okay, first change. Götze is going to come on. We'll take off Castro for now. We'll only make 1 change in the 60th minute. We'll look to maybe Aubameyang or Emre Mor a little bit later if the game doesn't change. Iheanacho. That's more like it. What a hit that is. On his left foot. Wasn't trying to do it on his left foot. It was supposed to be on his right, but he's clearly better on his left, isn't he, with it being his favourite foot. We've literally just made the change. Götze has literally just come on. And I think is that an assist for him as well? It is. Outside of the boot. That's a lovely strike. There's no saving that. 1-0. And the game has changed. Okay, next change. Weigl going to come on. We'll take off Rode. He's getting very tired now, so we'll make this change. We've also changed the formation, as you can see. It's supposed to be kind of like a 5-4-1, but it's obviously a little bit slightly different to that. It's kind of like a 5-3-1-1 type formation. But anyway, we've got Weigl there playing CDM. Götze just in behind Royce, who's at centre attacking mid. We're kind of going for a bit of a strange sort of formation, but we're going to go with it. Kind of force them to play out wide if we can, get them out of the centre, try and crowd it out a little bit. Next change, Durham's going to come on now. We'll take off Royce. There's not much longer left. We've changed formation yet again. It looks a little bit of a mess now, to be honest, but the reason why I've done that is because Weigl's just not quite playing as deep as I was hoping. He's trying to press them too much. Anyway, Durham comes on and kind of plays left mid. Basically going to try and go as sort of 2 left backs at the moment. But kind of the 5-4-1 formation that I was planning on playing a little bit sooner than we have done. Nacho through to Goetze. This is a great chance for us. Goetze! Got to score it. Got to score it. Really poor finish is that. I think a child could kick a ball a little bit better than that. That's really poor. It's been a big issue for us, and I'm fed up of it, really. Just don't take the chances that we make. It's really poor as well, some of these finishes that we've had. That's it, full time. We've won the game 1-0. The 3 points is the main thing, and still very worried about the lack of goals. We do need to change it, otherwise we're not going to win anything this season, because if you don't score goals, you don't win games, do you, quite clearly. So, yeah, we'll obviously take the win for now, but, yeah, we do need to, like I say, improve our goal-scoring form a little bit, take some of those chances. We have created loads as well in that game, more than is suggested by the stats. Better chances than what's suggested by the stats. So we've got some player development to do before this next game against Atletico Madrid. Like I said before, it's probably going to determine who finishes top, or near enough anyway, and it will obviously determine who goes first position in the league straight after the match, but also who could qualify first as well, potentially. But let's move on to some player drills. We'll go with these 5 players, I think, this week. It was tempting to bring in other players, but still waiting for Pulisic to come back from injury in order for him to be trained further. We got Emery Moore getting very close to 79, Richter very close to 69, and actually very close to 82. Emery Moore's finishing did go up there, I think, to 88. I think I might need to train Emery Moore up a little bit more, because his stats are really good, but the stats that aren't really used by strikers are absolutely terrible, like the 40-something, which obviously means that his overall isn't as good as it could be. His other stats, though, that are actually useful for strikers are absolutely incredible. But if he just got these other stats up, he'd probably be a higher overall. Okay, this is a side that's going to come up against Atletico Madrid in this next match. Obviously, because we played quite recently, there's quite a few changes and a bit of a makeshift defence as well. We have gone with the 5 at the back still. Donnarumma again starting in goal. We've got Schürrle, Socrates and Durm as my centre-backs. Durm not really playing there usually, but we're going to put him there anyway. Patlak as my left-back. Alexander-Arnold as my right-back. Weigl in front of that. Thiago and Dembele as my centre-mid. Emery Moore and Aubameyang starting up front. That leaves us with this sort of bench. Moreno was going to go into the team, but I think we've not played Dembele in a little while. I'm hoping we can have someone in that midfield that's a little bit faster and can drive the team forward from midfield. No striker on there, no out-and-out striker anyway. Iheanacho misses out, Richter misses out as well, but Schürrle can certainly play up there if we need to. Pulisic nearly got on there, but I thought I'd just leave him for a little bit. Probably be back, I would imagine, in this next match against Hamburg. But for this game, we do have Pulisic missing out as he recovers from his injury still. Let's crack on with the match, hopefully get ourselves 3 points to take us top of the table, and see how we get on. Here we go. We are in obviously a very big match. This is a very difficult team that we'll go up against with a makeshift defence. It's going to be a tough game, this one, quite clearly. Alexander-Arnold playing at right back, got Paslak at left back, so it's going to be a tough match. Can't afford to give away the ball too easily like that. Oh, Griezmann's going to really be painful. What sort of shot is that? So close to going in, but such a strange start to this game. Alexander-Arnold still going, good ball in. Again, lacking some height. I've got a plan for that. I think in January we're going to try and sign a new striker that's a little bit taller. I think it's Selke, is he called? But yeah, he's someone I'm looking at. Not a particularly good overall, but he's fairly young, and is a tall striker that we'll definitely be looking at. Thiago going to shoot off the post from Thiago. What a chance that was. Brilliant interception here from Weigl, though, initially. Wins back the ball brilliantly for us and starts an attack. Shame we couldn't score that one, though. Half-time, 0-0. A strange game, really. Not that many chances for us. Obviously hit the post. They've not really had too many chances themselves. They've had 1 or 2. Griezmann's first one in the first couple of minutes was really their best opportunity so far. But they've not really done too much to affect us in defence, considering we've got a very weak defence out. Okay, first change. What we're going to do is slightly change the formation, still remain with the kind of like the 5-3-2 type formation. But Schürrle's going to go up front now. Dembele's going to come off. Emery Moore going behind Aubameyang and Schürrle, and hopefully support them there. But we'll wait and see how that goes. If it doesn't quite work, then we'll obviously tweak it again. But there's 30 minutes to go. We're just going to make the first change now. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that they've just scored like that. The amount of time he's just got on the ball just to do whatever he wants, just turning and doing whatever he wants in the box is absolutely ridiculous. Couldn't get anywhere near him. I'm trying to tackle him, and suddenly he's got a few yards of space to shoot and score. So frustrating. You try and get close to him, and then suddenly the player changes to somebody else, and you have to reposition them. By the time you've done that, they score. Okay, next two changes, 20 minutes to go now. We're going to bring on Sanchez and Gertz, so we've obviously changed the formation, 4 at the back. Sewell and Emre Moore are going to come off. That means we've got Paslak at left back, Durman and Socrates still at centre back, Alexander Arnold still as my right back, but Weigl up in front of that. And yeah, Gertz in behind the two strikers. So we're going to give that a go, 20 minutes to try and change this game and turn it around a little bit. Ball through to Schürrle. I think he might be offside here. We'll keep going anyway. He's not offside. Aubameyang finishes it off. It's 1-1. Wow, I'm glad I did keep on going. 15 minutes to go. We've got the equalising goal out of nowhere. Yes, it was a sweaty one across the box, but we'll take any goal we can get. I was sure that was going to be offside. I'm so glad I kept going on with Schürrle though, and it was a really easy finish in the end for Aubameyang, and we are now back on level terms, 1-1. Paslak winning it back onto Schürrle. Was supposed to go to Aubameyang, but finds Gertz. Going to try and feed this one down with his left foot. Oh, it's over the bar. Always going to be difficult on his weaker foot, but I thought I'd give it a go with the finesse. Wins it back again, Gertz. That's much better pressing. Doesn't have many options. Has to go back. Still keeps the ball, though. Good bit of play. If he can now shoot here, Thiago. Oh, what a strike. Another good save. Shame we got a corner because we can't do anything from them. Schürrle nodded on to Aubameyang. An attack out of nowhere. Aubameyang still going here. Aubameyang going to wait to play it across. Oh my days. I can't believe this. 90th minute. Who is it this time? It's Andre Schürrle. This time the roles are reversed for the two strikers. Schürrle with the goal. Aubameyang with the assist this time round. Very similar goal from the opposite side of the pitch as well. Panicking for a second. I was tempted for the shot, but I was waiting for the sweaty opportunity to arise. And it did. We've surely got the win now in the 90th minute. Very, very good win as well if we can get it. What a goal. What a goal. Brilliant build-up play. Aubameyang getting a little bit of luck. I was thinking he was going to get brought down, but he didn't in the end. And we're 2-1 up. And that's it as well. Even better. We've got the 3 points. We've gone top of the group. And that means with a game left, we are currently top of the group. And that means, obviously, we could potentially get a slightly easier team in the next round. What a late winner that was. Really good stuff from Aubameyang and Schürrle when they were playing up front. Seemed to really play together quite well. Schürrle always looks quite good up front, to be honest, when I put him there. So I was very happy that one has worked out. As you can see, we're currently third in the league table, 2 points behind Bayern, but now 5 points behind Leverkusen. So I think we've caught them up by a couple of points recently, which is good. We are also 4 points in front of 4th place as well, which is very good. So it gives us a little bit of distance between them, but certainly starting to catch up the front two now. I don't quite have enough time to fit in this third game, sadly, in this episode against Hamburg. That game will be next episode against 5th in the league table. So it's quite an important match still. You know, if they win that game, they get a little bit closer to us. But if we win the match, we could potentially go second, depending on the other results. Leverkusen, interesting, have actually just won their last match as well. So that puts them on 30 points. So no chance to catch up to them from this game. We need to still try and keep that gap to what it is from playing this match as well. We need to make sure that we keep the gap at 5 points and we don't let them run away with it even more. But that is everything for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 40 likes on today's episode, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That will be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you next time for another episode. Thank you for watching and goodbye.